the leader of House of Representatives wants to start his conversation from the NEC that has just concluded.
Basically, what we have had this morning is perhaps what one can call one of the statutory, not only statutory, but one of the constitutional exercises to be carried out by the party. So it was quite unprecedented because this is one NEC meeting that we have had with a new set of National Executive Council members on board. If there's anything you can describe as takeaway, I want to believe is no more than the spirit of reconciliation. The spirit of reconciliation, which Mr. President has anchored in his own remarks and presentations in the meeting. And the new leader of the party, the head of the National Working Committee, who is, of course, the chairman of the party, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, has also taken and talked the same direction. And those of us in the other institutions, supporting institutions like the legislature, we have some same way to talk with the directives and the guidance of Mr. President, who of course is the leader of this party. We cannot take away the fact that yes, we have problems here and there within without the party itself. In some states, you still have issues to do with the elected executive of those states. And these are issues that we have thoroughly discussed here. And I believe the party is now willing to take it to the next step. Next step will mean perhaps setting up a very strong committee that will reach out to the state within this shortest period of time to be able to resolve and address some of these problems. The fact is that the APC cannot afford, under whatever circumstances, to allow any of our ranks to get out of this party. In Kano, for instance, where I come from, people will be surprised the way we come out of this crisis. We are all APC members, and we cannot allow any one of us to get out of this ranks because we are better off united. The governor of the state, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, is one person that is known for patience, is known for tolerance, is known for accommodation. And I want to believe even those who are making noise here and there, grumbling, will come to a stage when they will all understand that we are better off in the APC than elsewhere. Any other thing I think I may add, I believe the PRO of the party has explained those details, and some of the fundamental things we have agreed to work on with Lydia was the rolling plan, the APC rolling plan for the general elections from 2023. The sales of forms will commence, screening, primaries, and the election of even the special delegates to participate in this electoral process, which of course we don't have them right now. But within this short period of time, I believe the APC will set the necessary machinery to be able to come up with this electoral college. Every federal constituency will have an electoral college. Every senatorial constituency will have an electoral college. And every state will also have an electoral college. It is this electoral college that will now be established within this framework of procedures that has been rolled out by the APC National Chairman through the Office of the Organization. I want to believe that APC has now come out of its slumber. APC has come out of the many basic problems that we were facing before with this new National Executive Committee. I want to believe the National Working Committee has now been given the impetus, the necessary parameters for them to go into actions and work on the success of this country. And on our own end, as the legislative arm of government, we will continue to, of course, not only identify, to be able to support Mr. President, to be able to deliver a lot of other promises that he promised people during the elections. Of course, some of the challenges we're facing, which are very much endemic, not only endemic, they are globally inclined. Mr. President will definitely do the best he could with the support of the parliament to be able to have a safe and a united Nigeria. What do you call them? Insinuations from the opposition, I think, are baseless. Baseless because they don't even have the numbers. Baseless because some of the problems they're raising are not on ground, they are not pragmatic. These are artificial problems they're raising for the system. For instance, when someone say, suspend general elections until we have security. We have enough and significant security. There is nothing that will stop the general election from 2026. The INEC is set. The security agencies are also set. We believe they can afford the barest minimum level of security for us to go to election. No one should insinuate suspended elections. Why should we? This is democracy. We have rules of the game, and the rules of the game have also set aside how to go about it in terms of timeline and time frame. So this government cannot afford to make this mistake and will not make it. We will have our general elections conducted because all other institutions that are involved in the election procedures, nobody has raised any alarm. Nigerians are set. The time has come. And we'll go ahead doing the best we can. And by 2023, I want to beat my chest to tell you that the APC still remains the party to beat and will produce the next president to take over from government.
Honorable sir, by 2023 APC will be the party to beat.
Yes.
But there is this fear being expressed, sir, that with the seizing of power by NEC to NWC, the possibility of high-handedness and abuse of that power, bearing in mind that it has that 90 days, and that will be after the timeline given by NEC. Don't you express this fear, sir?
I don't entertain that fear, because at every point in time you always look at the circumstances and then the players, those in the game. I want to believe the NWC that is going to be chaired or being presided over by a former governor who served as governor twice in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Someone who served 3 times in the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who belongs to the executive side and belonged to the legislature at one time, and someone who is an elderly person, someone who you can all agree with me is matured enough politically to run the affairs of this party with the basic guidance around him. This NWC will not be high-headed. The Senator Abdullah Adamu, I know, is not a high-headed person. He's a cool person and is someone who could embrace everyone to deliver the party to success. There should be no two-way about that.
Okay, because of
Section 84 of the Electoral Act, Section 12. Nigerians are worried that APC-led government have not compelled or direct all the political appointees to resign in line with the Electoral Act. So what is your take?
My take is that you cannot circumvent the law. The National Assembly has the powers to make laws for the good governance of this country. And we will expect the executive arm of government to be the #1 agency to help us get people comply with the laws of the land. Whoever thinks twice about it is on his own. The law of the land remains sacrosanct. The powers of the National Assembly to make laws as an institution cannot be doubted by anyone. Section 80, subsection 12 of the Electoral Act is there and is binding on every level in Nigeria. Every well-meaning Democrat in Nigeria has to play by the rules. If we don't do that, we are on our own.
But then there is a court order. So what is happening to that? I mean, there's a court order saying delete the default 12.
When you have a court order, my friend, and you have taken an appeal against that court order is equal to 0 as far as I'm concerned. We now wait for the next competent court to determine. But even with or without court orders, you guys of the fourth estate of the ring can agree with me that do you have any agency or any organ of government that has the constitutional mandate to make laws aside the National Assembly? You don't have. So I don't expect any well-meaning court order or any well-meaning court judge to now come and circumvent the statutory laws of the land. We have made this law and they have to stand. And we have done that with the best of intentions and we have done that with the good governance of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Lastly, sir, is the National Assembly comfortable with this 10 and 20 million naira for aspirants to purchase from?
Okay, that one I think every member can speak for himself. Whether you are comfortable or not, the fact is that there is a price tag attached to every vote. So whoever wants to run under the APC has no option. So whether you are comfortable or not comfortable is like a decision by your own party, your own political party. More especially the NEC, which is the highest decision-making body of this great ruling party of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the APC. Even if you are comfortable or not, I will urge party members to please comply and let's have the APC working.
Okay, let me ask the last question. There were reports that the president running for the governorship of Ghana.
Oh, let's wait. What these are reports. When time goes to continue, these reports will be verified. But for now, I cannot comment on it. But I believe everyone will want to progress. But as far as I'm concerned, I want to tell you for record that as at today, I have no intention whatsoever to run for governorship office. But if God in His infinite mercy allows me and gives me the chance, fine. I will ask you to laugh for me and I will do it. For now, I want to run for the house back in the house and see what God will bless me.
Are you looking for a seat of the speakership? Since you said you are repeating the classes and you want to become best student in the class.
They called me a repeater in the House of Representatives.
Yep.
I've accepted to be a repeater. But in the course of my repeating same class, I've now become as class monitor. And I hope if God gives me the chance, I want to be head boy when we come 2023. There is no two way about that.
Thank you very much.
You are on live to GTV Africa, live from NEC Congress meeting that has just been concluded, and you've just heard from the leader, House of Representative, and you've listened to others and others that spoke, the update from the NEC meeting and every other thing. This is GTV Africa, and I'm coming to you right from the scene, and I'm sure you're fine with the informations that you are able to get. Well, very grateful for your time, very grateful for sharing, very grateful for the comments. Till I come back your way next time for another live streaming and update of activities. Peace be unto you. I'm Bemiga Olamikola. This is GTV Africa. Continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel, GTV Africa. G spell as GEE space TV space Africa. And on Facebook, GTV Africa Services. Till I come your way again. Thank you so much.